Welcome back, my ethical gurus. How are you guys? Hope you guys are doing well. This week, we are going to go through some stuff here, and we're going to have some good conversations. So you know the spiel by now. I am going to just kind of go over what we did last week real briefly, let you know what's happening here, and give you an update on what's going to occur in the next couple weeks. So let's get started. So week number 3 is upon us. Week number 2 has now closed out. Guys, let me just mention, I know there's some of you who get concerned about maybe missing a chapter or two. At the end of the week, at the end of the semester, I'll take a look at what the class has done as a whole. I don't accept late work, guys. It becomes a hassle, and to be very fair and ethical, I think it would be inappropriate for me to accept one person's late work but not the other. For whatever reason, I feel it's easier for me to just look at everyone as a whole in a class and see what benefits you all. So that's been my policy now for several semesters. I also think that if someone misses a week and they try to catch up, what ends up happening is they don't do very well because they now have 4 chapters to do in a 1 week period. It becomes a little bit of a hassle, so I think the best option is just move on. Let's move on to what we got going on now. We will then review at the end of the semester and see where everyone's at and see if there's any benefit in maybe doing some type of stuff with helping you guys out. Other than that, I think you guys are doing pretty decently. We talked about the factories killing someone last week, and I'm eager to see what your responses are. Shout out, of course, to, excuse me, guys. I apologize. See what happens when I don't drink another cup of coffee. It currently is about 1 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon. I just came back from a class and wanted to get the video out to you. But anyhow, that's my video right there, guys. Teresa, well done. And what do we got? Amber, Jeffrey, Savannah. We got some good ones here. Lynn. Anastasia. Is it Woof or Woofy? That would be an interesting conversation to have. Woof, is that a German background name? Where did it come from? Interesting. Anyhow, Amanda Howard, Haley, Lisa. Lisa, you're in both my classes, Intro to Business, and you're in this class. And it looks like we celebrated my granddaughter's 11th birthday. Look at that. Well, Allie, you're both in the classes as well. Rebecca, Lisa. So well job, guys. Shout out to you guys for participation, and I appreciate it. I'll be reading through all of these this week and giving you guys a grade and comments. Thank you for participating in this. It's important to hear what you guys have to say to me. But I'll be reading through all your discussion posts and let you get your grades. Make sure you are giving me a solid response. Please don't reply with a one-sentence reply. You won't get full credit for that. I can't, state that clear. I'm not a fan of one-sentence replies, and I don't give credit. I think you guys should be able to have a conversation surrounding a topic in a professional manner. You are professionals and you are studying to be business majors. I expect that level of participation. So, all right, that being said, enough griping. Let's move on to what we have for this week. So this week, we are talking some interesting conversations about ethics. The one that I kind of focused on was the chapter 6, where we talk about the government involvement with ethics. How much should the government get involved? And, you saw a video, or in your discussions, you'll see a video about Facebook purchasing Instagram for $1 billion. Every time I say it, I feel like I got to do this, $1 billion. So they purchased Instagram for $1 billion. Just to put this in perspective, Instagram has made no money. There's no revenue in Instagram. But Mark Zuckerberg saw value of $1 billion. Now, I want you to conceptually understand here. This is not a business who's generated $1 billion or has made $1 billion or potentially has the opportunity to make that. Why do you think Facebook would pay that much money for this company? Now, we had this discussion during our in-class session, And one of the topics that was brought up is the information that's being gathered through the pictures that you post. Everything you post on there gets converted into data. Where you eat, what you wear, where you travel, pictures you take of, where you're taking them. All of that is important information for Facebook. It's information to target, market you, and marketing becomes more specific to your needs, likes, desires, things that you enjoy to do. So don't think that Mark Zuckerberg's sitting on just a pile of cash, which he is, but saying, I don't care, I'm going to purchase Instagram for $1 billion for no reason. He saw value in Instagram. He saw the potential to make more than $1 billion if he's going to pay $1 billion for it. So I want you to consider the ethics behind that. Is it ethical for them to grab information from you like that, capture it, use it to their advantage to sort of target, market you, and to get to know you at a deeper level and to understand your purchasing habits, your likes, your dislikes, and to be able to control that? Is that ethical? I mean, do you feel that they have invaded your privacy? But connect that to Chapter 6 where it talks about our government's involvement. Now, if you go to China and you jump on Google, your search will be filtered by what the Chinese government feels is deemed appropriate or not. But in the United States, we don't have that. There's a freedom of information. So is it ethical for us to take advantage of that information and make a decision based on what we find about you on the internet? Is this world of information gone too far? Should the government step in? Like, where's the ethics behind that? Is it fair to say that I can look at your Facebook or Twitter page and post and come to a conclusion of who you really are and hire you based on that information for a job or not? So think about that as you're putting your discussion together. Other than that, guys, I mean, what can I tell you? You guys are moving right along. Next week, which is week number 4, you will, let me see, where's the camera shot? Week number 4, you will have your midterm exam. So please be ready for that. Study. Make sure you're looking at the questions in your quizzes. Make sure you understand that it's not a time test. It's a multiple choice test. I think that's about it. But you know what? Let's just kind of, I like to make sure I don't want any surprises for you guys. Here's week number 4. Here's the midterm exam. Let's take a look at some of these policies. Yeah, no, you thought the exam was going to come out, but it's 40 questions. You get a total of 400 points. Let's look. Okay, so here it is. It says time for 40 minutes, 40 questions. That's a minute a question. I am going to do I'm going to do you a solid, as we used to say back home. I'm going to just remove that. And there you are, guys. It is no longer a time test. It is assigned, and you're good to go. So it's a 40-minute test, and you're set to go. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Oh, by the way, I send you an email. Please check your email. It's with a link to my calendar and any open spots for your registration in the fall, which starts June 17th. So if you want to meet with me, I will be in Gordon County Monday the 17th. Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be in Whitfield Murray County campus. And then the 20th, which is Thursday, I'll be at the Floyd County campus. So if you want to register and you want me to register you, please sign up on my calendar. We can do it over the phone, or you can come to one of the campuses. So any questions, let me know by email. If not, guys, if you're in the Dalton area, you want a good cup of coffee, come see me. I don't sell it. Don't take any tips. It's just a way to get to know you guys. So I hope you're having a great time. This week's weather has been phenomenal. This morning was like 70 degrees. I mean, come on. You can't beat this. Tell me somewhere, guys, where can I move that is 70 degrees every day, all year long? That's what I want. That's where I want to go. So if you find that place, call me up. All right, guys. I hope you're having a great week. Talk to you soon. Take care.